Welcome to Rapuna Park for race 2 of 2 tonight for the V8 Supercar Tasmanian Super Prix. Hello, my name is Warren Keith, back up here in the booth with you. So get ready to call race 2 here on the SCL Racing Network. Top 10 have been inverted. We got some new drivers in the field in the back, but we'll get to them in just a second. Let's go through your starting lineup for tonight's race 2. Watcher, who placed 10th last race, will be on pole. Mossy X, who placed 9th, will be second. Carlin Hicks, who placed 8th, as we're talking over tires. Alrighty. Carlin Hicks, who placed 8th, will be placed 3rd. 4th will be Muttley. 5th will be Chunky Beef. 6th will be Binary. 7th, Super E. 8th, Cole. And your winner from race 1, Bedazzled, will be starting in 9th position. Starting in 10th will be Shane O'Kano. You're wondering why our winner is in 9th and 10th? We had a dropout after the race, so that opened up the 10th slot. So 10th place will be Shane O'Kano. 11th will be O'Brien, and 12th place will be Progar. So there's your starting lineup, 60 mile an hour. Again, we're coming around for the pit stop before the race. So this is lap 1 of 2 of our pace laps. Field single file in the order. As we're about to come into the pit lane, we'll go through the onboard cameras for race 2 after they come out of the pits. So into the pits they go. Watcher leads them in. Look at the teams getting out there on pit lane. Look at that. Busy. Everybody in the pits. Here's your pole sitter again, Watcher. So you're waiting on everyone to come out of the pits. 60 mile an hour is the pace speed for today's second race, I'm sorry, here at Rapuna Park. Weather is I think heavy cloud, no chance of rain, although after the race is done, after we checked the weather.com, thank you for them for giving us information, it was supposed to rain after we're done here at the track, so no rain gonna be a problem today. Here are your onboards for today's race. Watcher with our first onboard. Chunky Beef and our second onboard, they both have the same car, so don't get confused. Chunky Beef has our second onboard. Third onboard, of course, was our last winner, Bedazzled. He'll be starting in 9th. Shane O'Kano has another onboard. Surprisingly, 3 onboards have the same livery. He was quick in qualifying, missed race 1. Expect him to be pretty quick in the race. And our last onboard today, no question, is Carlin Hicks in the Sunday Cup League. And our visor cam. Of course, we always have a visor cam. Come on, come on. Stop losing people. Be not binary bullet. So, coming around the racetrack we go here. Watcher at the top. We lost somebody in the top 10. Oh, we lost second. We lost Mossy X. Ooh. Still believe we're going to get this one going. Still a little bit of time to call this one if need be. But I think we're still going here. So we're getting ready to go here. See if everyone's in their position. Last slot is in. We're clear. Watcher has the hole, and he'll be taking us ready to go here from Rapuna Park. We'll try to limit on the commercials here as we get going. Waiting on Watcher to go. And we are... Come on, Watcher. All I gotta do is count to 5. We've been clear for about 15 seconds here. Come on. There we go, everyone's wrapping up now. We're getting ready to go here from Rapuna. Here we go. And lights out, and away we go. Watcher, great start off the line, caught everybody napping. Oh my goodness gracious, he's already out to almost his second lead off the start. Muttley in the second place gets by Carlin Hicks as we ease it into turn 1. As I think they've called off the start, something must have happened. Yes, it looks like we did call off the start, so I'm going to restart this race. Something happened in the back for us to call this off. Interesting enough. It was taking such a long time to get us going. I don't know what that was about, but it took us long enough to get going, and now that we've gotten going, it looks like we're going to restart this race here. So we're going to regrid it. It's the only time we'll be able to regrid it. We only get one shot to regrid. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. A very long time to get going. I was actually surprised how long it took us to get going. Coming around to get regrouped here. Will the PlayStation identification go here? There was your PlayStation identification as we get ready to regrid here at Rapuna. As there they go, they are gridded in. Now we'll look at the back at Progar, see where he grids in. Gridded in 11th position. Indeed they are gridded in their slots, so no, they're not. They're gonna keep moving up because maybe someone doesn't know how to grid up. He's still moving. All right, no, we're good. All right, so we're going to be waiting on Watcher to go. We're clear. We'll see if Watcher gets another great start. He did. He would have been gone. Watcher gone again. Carlin very slow off the line. Very slow. Off from the grass goes Carlin. He missed the start. He's going to lose more than a couple positions. 4th. He's going to probably be in 5th place by the turn 1. He stays in 4th, but now he's off the track. And off goes Carlin Hicks in turn 1. At the front of the field, Watcher. Up the 1 second gap now. Still battling in the back. Bedazzle got a great start. He's already up to 6th place. So we're making sure there's no wrecks. And you just saw Carlin Hicks getting up to speed again. Everyone seems to be doing all right. We're going to have a caution. Oh, we almost just about did there. Big stack up there for about 3rd to 6th. As Bedazzled in the middle of this storm here, and he wants out of it. He wants to be able to defend his win. And he's going to have to get through this pack to do it. Inside into Nissan. He backs out of that one. But Watcher trying to do what Bedazzle did, just get going and gone. Once he gets that clean air, let's see if he can take out a lead here. Ooh, we're still fighting here off the final corner. Bedazzle inside of Chunky Beef. That's for 5th place. Carlin Hicks off the final corner. He's back up to speed. He's catching Progar, but not the start he wanted. So Ryan Progar in Carlin Hicks off the pace. Molly, 3-second gap now. He's getting battled by Binary Bullet, Cold and Chunky, and I think that's Bedazzled back there indeed. So about second to about 7th. Oh, and that's a caution. If that's not a caution, we need to rethink our strategy here, because that's gonna, come on, that's gonna be a caution now. Come on, call it. Indeed, it is a caution. We back it down. Caution out on the racetrack. So caution's out. Lap 5 of 32. We didn't have a caution last race, but already starting to get going here. That helps out Carlin Hicks. He's now 9th place, and he'll be back with the pack here on this caution. We'll see if the pit's open here, if anyone will take it. Anyone heading into the pits? Got one guy looks like they're heading into the pits. Binary gonna head into the pits here. Anyone else hitting the pits? Doesn't look, it looks like Super and Progar having problems in the back. A Binary in the pits. Getting tires put on that 78 Almec Carbon Systems Ford Falcon. Probably just butchering those names. Super's in the pits as well, getting his service. So first caution of the day. So is Progar. Wow, Progar having problems. Binary out and away. Super about to get released here in about a second. There goes Super now. You saw the reason for the caution. It was a big punt into the hairpin here. And then a secondary accident with Muttley, and I think Chunky Beef caused that caution to come out officially. Progar, the last one off pit lane, will be going green this time by. Green this time by. So Watcher, your leader right now. Look who's in 4th place, guys. Bedazzled Slinger. Looking to win 2 in a row here to start off the V8 Supercar season. He's got a good chance of it. As we're just waiting on, I believe, Super and there's Super. We're just waiting on Progar now to catch up. See if we go green this time by. We just might be able to go green. Watch her backing her down. You should see Progar come to the back of your screen here. There he is. So yes, we are going green this time by. Watch her, the control car. He'll go at the line, and we'll be green again at Rapuna Park. Flagman in the hand with the green flag, waiting to the line, and we are back green here at Rapuna Park. Wow, Watcher got a bad start. Cold didn't waste any time, caught him napping into turn 1. Cold through to the lead. 2nd place still under battle. Chunky Beef and Watcher getting it going. Bedazzled. Let's go on the roof with him. On board with Bedazzled. That's Watcher ahead of him. Through the hairpin. Into the chicanes. Just trying to keep up with Watcher here. Ooh, almost gave him a tap there. But Watcher retains that gap over Bedazzle. Cold Probably Bedazzle's biggest threat in this race is already out to about a second lead over Chunky Beef, as ran a little wide out of Nissan. From the sounds of it, sounds like Shane O'Cannon's right behind him. Indeed he is. There's Shano. I told you Shano was pretty quick. He's followed Bedazzle through this field. We're checking back in the field here. Sure everyone's doing all right. Carlin Hicks had another off, so he's back down the order yet again. As, nope, that was another caution. So our second caution of the day out here at Rapuna Park. First race was pretty calm. This race has shown it's not that kind of beast. We've already had our second caution of 5 here within the first 8 laps of this event. So no word on what the caution was just yet. We're hearing it's had to do with Carlin Hicks and Progar, so that brings out our second caution of the day. There's Carlin queuing in the back of this one. So Cold gonna bring us back around. We'll turn the map off. So Cold gonna bring us back around to get the green flag, this time by more than likely. Everyone getting a little antsy behind Cold. Warming up their tires, keeping them nice and toasty on their Ford Falcons. Cold through the final corner. We're going to be looking for the green flag this time. Remember, some drivers got fresh rubber, like Super. I believe Binary also has fresh rubber as well. Coming to get the green flag. Green flag is out back here at Rapuna Park, and Cold is gone. But the battle for 4th and 3rd battles on. Dazzled inside of Watcher. No love lost there. Bedazzled through. A little bit of a checkup back in the field. That's between Watcher, Shane O'Cano. Super now up to 6th place on the fresh rubber. So is Binary. So trying to use the fresh rubber while they can. Ooh, and there it goes. Oh, who was that? Shane O'Cano just got dumped. Absolutely dumped. We'll see if that causes another caution. No call yet. They're backing it down. Yes, that is another caution on the racetrack. Wait, maybe? Maybe not? That had to have been. Yes, okay, they're backing it down. I was going to say, I'll type in the chat. See if I have to, because that was a dump. Wow. So we're going to be going green again, this time by Shane O'Cano. Got dumped by it looked like Super. It was one of the gray cars. There's how many of those in the field? So that's 3. We've already used 3 of 5, and we're not even 10 laps into this one. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Coming to get the green flag yet again. Green flag in the air. Went a little early, Cold did. We'll review that, and that was almost a jump start by Cold. Didn't go at the line, he went before the line. Now Chunky Beef and Bedazzled going at it. Bedazzled's probably got the best car here, more than likely. Ooh, someone went off there. That's Progar. Let's see if everyone gets through here all right this time. God, we're still beating and banging. O'Brien and Muttley getting into it this time. And they sort it back out. Tempers starting to flare here at Rapuna, at least from what I'm seeing. Cold now out to a 1.2 second lead over Chunky Beef. Bedazzled now under fire from Watcher. Watcher might have been in the back of the last race, but he's showing that up front he's actually quite good. As I said in the last race, he's a pretty quick driver once he figures the car out. One driver way off back there, that's O'Brien. That's a battle between O'Brien, Muttley, and Shane O'Kano. Shane O'Kano involved in that last incident after going off the racetrack. Now finds himself in 10th position. He's got to think about going 3 wide, is he? I sure as heck hope not. He's going to 3 wide for 10th position. Shano backs out of that. And in the turn 1 they go. Shano sliding in gives, I think he gave Progar a little bit of a tap there. Still green. Chunky Beef, Bedazzled, hasn't anywhere to go. That's a good battle here for 4th, 5th, 6th. Yeah, 4th, I'm sorry, 3rd through 6th, I'm sorry. Binary, remember, has that fresh rubber. It's not really fresh, but it's fresh enough. It's about 3 laps newer. So it was super pitted on that lap 3, I believe it is, lap 2 or lap 3 incident. So about 3 laps fresher rubber on those cars. I don't think that's going to do much of a difference, but you know what? You never know. So we'll see what they can do with that newer tire. As Muttley running a little wide, that's going to open the door for Shane O'Kano to come on through. Inside goes Shano. Shano up to 7th, so marching his way back through the field he comes. Very quick. We saw in qualifying where he did qualify. He qualified, I think, I want to say 4th or 5th. So Shano definitely good enough to get near the top 5, but not having the luck he wants at the moment. Back in the front, Cold through pothole. He's built that gap up to a 2.5. Whoa, we got Binary way off here. Don't know if he got any help there, but he gathers it back up and back onto this racetrack. Chunky Beef, now that's under fire back here. That's Bedazzled and Watcher. That's no pun intended, that's a battle we've been watching. At least I've been watching. Who am I talking about? We, there's no one else in here with me. Bedazzled, winner of race 1. Looking to battle his way back through the field. He's made up the 3rd, but stalled out. As Chunky Beef gets a little wide through Jeff's corner, now through Nissan. Anyone going wide here? Binary, super way off. Gathers it back up. He has to be back on track before that white board, or you might get reviewed, but he gets it back on before that white board, so good job by him. Cold down the front straightaway he goes. Into turn 1. Through pothole. Speed Supercars take a little bit for their tires to heat up. Looks like the left rear a little cold on Colts. We got a car off. That's O'Brien. He's off into the gravel. Saw that in the back of the shot. So O'Brien having some troubles here in race 2. Through the carousel. Goes Cold. Well, the top 5 are right there, aren't they? All in the same shot. And you can really count top 7 are there, if you want to get technical. But there's your top 5 all in one shot. So they head through the final corner. New Cold had a pretty quick car the last race. Definitely showing he had a quick car in this one. But that lead is starting to come back down. It's now under half a second between Chunky Beef and Cold. Chunky in the lobby before we started the second race said he wants to get a win in this one, and he's really showing he has what he gets. Oh, that could be an open for Chunky. You see how Cold got it back before that 200 board. You have to do that. But Chunky's there. because if you don't get it back for the 200 board, you have to wait until the hairpin to get back on the track, which costs you a lot more time than you think. So Cold coming down to the carousel. Chunky Beef is there. We'll see if he can try to make a move into Jeff's corner. He looks to the right side, showing Cold he's there. Ooh, but Chunky got a little wide there, but Bedazzled, he's coming through the field, and he's almost in, yeah, he's right there with these guys. Fourth and fifth has fell off a little bit. Binary and Watcher having a little bit of a tussle. I think something happened to Watcher because he was battling with Bedazzled, and now he's almost in the clutches of Super and Shano Kano. So we'll try to keep tabs on Watcher to see what happened to him. That gap back now up to almost near a second. Chunky Beef and Bedazzled. Man, that camera sucks. Chunky and Bedazzled are trying to reel him in, but they're going to start battling here if Chunky doesn't get a good run off these corners. That's definitely not going to help Chunky. Oh, he's flying in the pothole. They're both wide. Oh, and he takes out the 200 board. That's going to get looked at. Into the hairpin. See, did he lose any time? If he gained time because of that, that's going to get a penalty. See if he lost time. He didn't really, did he? We'll see what the stewards say. Alright, so no action needed on the Chunky Beef situation, but definitely something you need to watch out for is coming off that corner and taking that too wide. But Bedazzled, he's like, you know what? You keep running wide, I'm going to be there to pounce. And he wants to pounce. Look at him. He's all over the rear bumper of Chunky Beef off the final corner. He's having a good draft on the straightaway. He's probably going to try to slingshot by him here. Just long enough straightaway to get a draft. I don't think he's going to do it this lap. No, he's not. He's going to try to hang back and bide his time. Bedazzled, he's there now. Chunky sees him. He tried to defend in the pothole. He has to get single file yet again. He can't really pass through here. Off white again. Through the hairpin he goes. See Binary and Super back behind the shot. Sorry, Binary and Watcher. Yeah, those three silver cars are back to back to back, and it's not making it easy trying to call the whole race from one camera angle. Super and Shano are not giving up. That's battle for sixth position. Shano parking the bus pretty much at this point. He made a huge comeback through the field, but now he really can't get past Super. And that's slowing him up. Oh, that gives him a bump, and there it goes. There goes Shano. Told you he was going to get aggressive. It just turned out the aggressiveness didn't help him out. Ooh, almost run Muttley off the track. Shano. He had one shot to probably get back in this race. He needs a caution, though, if he's going to have to do it. He might get it the way these three are racing. The front of the field, it's Cold, Chunky Beef, and Bedazzled. 1, 2, 3. This is good stuff. This is what we love about this Sunday Cup League. This kind of racing. Chunky Beef inside of Cold. Cold left the door wide open. Out of the turn. Little contact. Cold holds on to it. Bedazzled try to take advantage of that now. Really can't do it here. Cold ran wide. Now here comes Chunky. Chunky under fire from Bedazzled. My lord, this is good stuff at the front of the field. He's going to look inside of Cold now. Chunky can't do anything with it. Bedazzled ran a little wide. Now, single filed out. Look inside Jeff corner. Don't do that. Ooh. Through Nissan. And now to the Dunlop straight. Ooh, Chunky just about lost the rear end there. Now what does Bedazzled do? Does he look inside? No, he doesn't. Single file. They're going to hang it through the final corner and look for the draft to play a big deal down the straightaway here. Bedazzled's there. If he can get a good draft, that's going to help him out tremendously. I think Chunky just got a good enough run out of the final corner to defend that position off, but great stuff by the top three here. Through the first turn yet again. Cold a little wide. Chunky keeps it centered, and Bedazzled pretty much ran that corner perfect. through pothole. Who goes wide here? I haven't seen Bedazzle go wide once at pothole yet. Very surprising. Binary went a little wide behind them. Shinokano now lost the car again. From the looks of it, he's 22 seconds and building off the pace. The top three are definitely what we're looking at here. Cold, Chunky Beef, and Bedazzled. Top three. Binary could get here the way they're racing. He's got a 3-second gap to Cold, so about 2 seconds to Bedazzled. So you can get there if these guys keep battling the way they do. Down to half a second now is the gap. There's Binary in the back of your picture. Into the final corner they go. The gap's open now, back to a second. Bedazzled all over the rear bumper of Chunky Beef. Oh, Bedazzled scaring me every time he gets that right rear off the dirt. Don't know if that's a tactic to cool it down, but whatever it is, it's scaring me. Through pothole. Chunky gains a lot of time right here. Can he gain more time through this hairpin this lap? He does. Right back to the rear bumper of Cold. Cold just can't get that hairpin right. He's running wide every time, and that's costing him some time. Ooh, almost gave him a tap was Chunky. Chunky's getting a little impatient here. He's like, you know what? No, I'm faster. Get out of the way. It's time to go. I got Bedazzled down my neck. Bedazzled gives us a bump. Starting to get a little aggressive as we're coming down to lap 20 of 32. So getting deep into this race now. And lap traffic looks to be a factor. I think that's O'Brien ahead of him. Knowing O'Brien, he might just move out of the way for these guys. He's a good driver. Off the final corner, Cold just launches off that final corner. He almost gains it to about a second every lap off the final corner, but just loses it in that middle sector. There's O'Brien into the shot there. Oh, he missed turn one, just barely. Binary starting to fall off the pace. Don't think he can keep up with these guys. He's back down now. It's at 4 seconds. And it looks like, see if Cole can get this turn right this time. If he can, that's going to help his cause to gain the gap. Indeed he does. Bedazzled inside of Chunky Beef. Oh, he thought about it. He had a line. Chunky cut him off the corner. So for now, that's his second and third. Very interesting stuff. Binary's he's just there, but he isn't. I don't know how to call that. He's just hanging on for dear life of this pack. But if anything happens in this pack, ooh, we got a car off. I think that's O'Brien. Yep, car off. That is O'Brien. He hit the ditch that's over there, the tire wall, and away he goes. I don't think that's going to be a caution. No, indeed not. We're still green. Cold back now to a 1 second lead over Chunky and Bedazzled. That's the biggest lead we've seen in over about 5 laps. So that tells you how close these guys have been racing this whole race. Car slow off the final corner. That's Watcher. He's going to lose time to Super, so Super move him up to 5th. Binary still in 4th, just behind this group here. Cold now back to his biggest gap he's had. Like I said, a second. But he's just not getting this hairpin right. I don't know what it is. Bedazzled again. He's just there in that hairpin. He's just trying to get his nose in, and it's not working out. I think he needs to try something else. But honestly, I think that's his best point of passing on this track is right there, where he's just that little bit better than Chunky under the brakes. I think that might be the big area for Bedazzled to try to pass Chunky Beef. Because if he does, I almost promise you, Bedazzled's going to be on the rear bumper of Cold in no time. So Bedazzled needs to get by Chunky Beef now before this gets a little bit bigger of a gap. This might be the chance. This might be the chance. No, he didn't get a good run off Nissan. And Chunky still held on to the car. So he's going to have to wait for another day to paddle Chunky Beef yet again. So, oof. Down the main street they go. And don't count out Binary. Binary's right there in the back of your shot. Ooh, someone got really loose. That's Watcher and Super still going at it. Chunky and Binary still going at it. This and the Super Watcher is the closest battle on the track. Ooh, Binary went wide. It's the first time we've seen him do that this race. Gets back before the end of the concrete. Good man. And he's not going to get a shot at the hairpin here for how back he was. This is the biggest gap between the top three we've seen. And Binary might have been saving his tires, might have been biding his time. Well, that's not saving tires, but he might have been saving tires there. And now that this the top three is starting to dismantle, this might be a good shot for Binary to get back into this race. Like I said, Cold building on his biggest lead of the race. Now up to 1.6 seconds over Chunky Beef, and about just 2 seconds now over Bedazzle in third, and a even, I'd say about an even 3.5 seconds maybe, delta-wise over Binary, when you count a full lap. Oh, that's gonna be a pass. That's not a pass I've seen. Here comes Binary. Or I'm sorry, Bedazzled. Oh, he ran wide into the kitty litter. He keeps out of the kitty litter. Oh, but that's bad news bears for Bedazzled. Binary through. Wow. He needs to regroup and just do it again. He has a quick car. He's got under 10 laps to get it done. So under 10 laps to go. We'll be right back to Rapuna Park, live on the SCL Racing Network. Welcome back to Rapuna Park. We got a pit stop going on. Carlin Hicks in the pits. Looks like he's getting work done on his Ford Falcon. But at the front of the field, it's still Cold. About a 2-second gap now, 2.5-second gap over second place Chunky Beef. Binary is close the gap in. He's now under 3 seconds, or just about 3.5 seconds. I apologize for that. It's about 3.5 seconds back from Cold. He was at one time 5 seconds, so he's cut that gap down. And don't count out Bedazzled if anything were to happen to Cold, but Cold is absolutely on rails at the front of the field at the moment. Oh, whoa! Chunky Beef way off the racetrack. This could be a chance for Binary to pounce. And seeing that Chunky Beef has been hard to pass today, this isn't one of the easiest tracks to pass on, but the fact that he's holding off Binary and Bedazzled is absolutely fantastic. Like I said, Bedazzeled's not that far back. He's right there. He's right in the same photo shot now of Chunky Beef. So he might have went off near the kitty litter, but he's back in this thing. Ooh, Binary, Lord of mercy. Final corner, here we go. Lap 25 on the board. Starting lap 26 now. Binary getting a little loose into turn one. Almost ends his night right there. About almost kissed them goodbye. Ooh, ooh. Man, he's getting me nervous coming out of there. But does he give him the bumper here? Oh, that's not the bumper. I don't know what it is. That was close. Binary getting a little impatient. Thinks he has a car to go chase down Cold. Oh, and he went wide. Now here comes Bedazzled. Bedazzled looking to get by. You know what? You know what Colt's doing right now? He's smiling. He's got a grin the size of New Hampshire. I know it's not an analogy you want to hear, but he's got a huge grin right now. These guys have just lost another second battling. If you're these guys, what do you do? Come on, go past each other. You're not helping your cause chasing down Cold battling like this. But you know what? I'm a fan of it, so let's do it. Paddle it out. See, as a shoutcaster, you're like, oh, you know what? We want to call a nice and proper race. But at the same time, you're like, you're a fan at heart. You want to call this as it is. And look at this. This is beautiful racing right here for about, yeah, for actually, this is podium position. Ooh, Chunky Beef wide. That's going to slow him down a little bit. Binary, can he take advantage? I don't think he's going to. Oh, that's a cut. Through the tight section there. Binary still trying to fling it in. They're keeping it right on the back there. Through Nissan down the Dunlop. And now into fast left-hander at the end of the lap. Ooh, ooh, Chunky went wide. Oh, there's contact. Still contact. Now Bedazzled looking to go 3 wide. Oh my goodness, there's more contact. Wow. Amazing stuff down the front straightaway. Turn 1. Binary inside Chunky Beef. More contact. Still banging. Bedazzled all over Chunky Beef. Amazing stuff at the front of, at the second place here. Oh, that was forceful contact. That was forceful contact there. Oh, oh, that was forceful contact. So heading down the Dunlop they go here. Chunky and Binary have gotten a warning for excessive contact due to that. So the warning has been handed out by the officials. Excessive contact warning. That was a little much going down the Dunlop. Not Dunlop, I'm sorry, the Castrol Straight, where Binary just swerved left into Chunky. We're not all about that. And that was a little excessive as they ran wide. Might have to throw a track limit penalty out there now too. Jeez. Or at least a warning. These guys have been doing that all race. So lap 29 on the board, Cold. It's got a commanding 6-second lead. That's Carlin Hicks right ahead of him. Indeed it is. Chunky and Bedazzled. Still looking to get it done. They know they don't have many laps to get it done. It's going to get good, guys. I'm enjoying it. I am absolutely enjoying this, but at the end of the day, you want to have good, clear, fun racing, but fair. And excessive contact is borderline unacceptable. You know, had a huge talk about it at Texas last season, last Camel GT race. It was so much excessive contact, it wasn't even funny. Dazzled. He's there now. He's back to the bumper of Chunky. He's got 2 laps to get it done if he's going to get in the second place. You're not going to catch Cold, but the second place does look good on the resume. Of course, Chunky would want to have that on his resume. That's for sure. Oh, that's going to slow him down. Bedazzled, he's all on the rear bumper of Chunky. Oh, there's a bump and run. There's the bump and run. There's the bump and run. Bedazzled, second place. Good Lord. This has just been excellent stuff. The binary, you better hope, Chunky, that binary doesn't get to you, because if he does, look out. Coming to get 2 to go. Or 2 to go, I'm sorry. For Bedazzled, 2 to go. He's got clean air. It's 6 seconds. You're not going to catch cold unless cold falls off the face of the earth. But you know what? It's for Puna Park. It might happen. The Chunky's not letting him go. Chunky definitely not letting him go. That's for sure. Ooh, bad turn by Bedazzled. That's not going to help his cause. Well, the gap's down to 5. If he had a couple more laps, I'm pretty sure Bedazzled would get there. But I don't think that's going to be today. Binary to the back of Chunky Beef now. That's a battle that could heat up. Coming through the final corner, we're going to be getting the white flag for cold. White flag in the air. Last lap from Rapuna. The last lap for these guys as well. Turn 1, Chunky Beef got loose. Binary now to the back of Chunky Beef. Oh, this is the battle we want to see heat up, and it's spicy right now. Through pothole. Binary's got a good look. He's going to try to bump and run Chunky, isn't he? Oh, he gave him the tap. I would have waited a little bit more. I would have waited for the carousel. That's just me. Binary's got a quicker car. Into the carousel. Binary's got a definitely a quicker car, but I don't think it's going to be enough time. Don't think it's going to be enough time for them. But coming into the final corner, cold. He's going to come off the final corner, and he's going to see checkered. Cold wins race 2 at Rapuna. Second place is Bedazzled. Final corner. Not going to be enough. Chunky B finishes 3rd. Binary finishes 4th. Super will come home with a top 5 finish in both races. Good job to him. Watcher will come home possibly 6th. 7th will be Muttley. 8th will be Carlin Hicks. 9th Progar. And 10th O'Brien. So Cold, your winner on race 2 at Rapuna Park. Your 2 winners today, Bedazzled Slinger and Cold. One hell of a race for sure. Absolutely fantastic stuff from each driver, from all drivers today, especially the top 5 in this last race. Good stuff. So there it is. That's the end of the race. Thank you for joining us here on the SCL Racing Network. Here's your final look at the finishing order. Live from Rapuna Park. There you go, your top 10. I'm 11th. I didn't race. There's your finishing order. Thank you for joining us here from Rapuna Park, and we'll see you next time. Like and subscribe. Comment if you like what you've seen. Get on that ring notification so you hear every time we post a video. And this is Warren Keith saying goodbye from Rapuna Park.